Look at him. That's him.
Oh, they're
Look, she looks like
she's
she's upset. And then watch this. Bow. Look. And he hit her. And then look.
Yeah, he's wrong on that one.
But don't think about it. You can't. But
He was wrong. That wasn't like she was continuing the attack. She slapped him and then pulled back, and then he retaliated. I'm talking about, like, I'm not saying it's okay to hit a woman. I don't think it is. But if a woman is attacking you, I think that you do have the right to defend yourself. Does that mean that you need to punch him in the face? No. But look, I'm a small, scrawny guy. There's some big women in our office. Janita, the front desk receptionist, scares the shit out of me. If that woman starts slapping me, I don't know if I would have any other defense but to punch back. But that looks like she slapped, pulled back, and then he went and furthered it. So for me, I'm like, man, that's a tough situation.
But think about it. Like I said, you're chilling, you're in a bar, dude, this is your wife. This isn't a random person slapping you, female, whatever, bro. Sometimes I'm like a rattlesnake. I'm hitting right the hell back. Seriously.
Okay, go ahead. I'll tell you a story after you tell me
this
yours.
is your wife for 10 years. You're in public, bro. That comes down to just your animalistic, just male. Like you gotta like come up, bro. You can't. Well, mind you, she's 100% in the wrong. That's abuse. And then I thought about it. In the United States, it'd be domestic abuse. Because it happened in Mexico, is it foreign abuse? Can you get in trouble? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I would not want to end up locked up in a Mexican jail if I'm Dana White.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That is the
dude.
so I. This is funny that you mentioned you're like a rattlesnake.
Yeah.
I have a friend, and we were celebrating. It must have been New Year's Eve, 2006 or 2007. We were at a place called Laguna Beach Bar and Grill in Brigantine, New Jersey. Okay. It's a small beach bar. It's right on the water. Growing up, that's where the hangout was. So we're all hanging out. It's New Year's Eve. I lived in a very small town outside of Atlantic City, so we'd get a lot of people that came to gamble, and then they'd come over the bridge and stay at the hotels and stay. So we'd get a lot of drunk people that are drinking all night in AC. Then they come back over, they've lost their money, they're in a bad mood, and now they're gonna come have a nightcap before they walk up to the hotel and go to sleep. So it's New Year's Eve, we're hanging out, we're drinking. There's a group of New Yorkers that comes in, and they're minding their own business. There's a drunk guy at the bar who he's like the town drunkard, but he's fine, he's harmless. He walks out, he starts dancing by himself, and he's dancing, and he gets closer and closer to this group from New York. And we're like, hey, you want to stay away from the Mikey? Mikey keeps dancing. And then eventually Mikey bumps into one of the guys from New York, and he's just doing this, nothing crazy. Mikey then gets pushed from the guy from New York, and now Mikey's like 75. He's like this old school surfer that's old, but he's just a drunkard. So Mikey's like, what the fuck, man? And then the guys from New York go and attack him. So now the bar staff pushes everybody outside. They're like, get out. This is a small bar, smaller than this stage. They push us all outside. The guys from New York have a girl with them. My friends and I are all in between the fight. We're trying to separate because we don't want to see Mikey get punched. All of a sudden, my buddy Steve gets punched in the back of the head. Oh, I hate those. Steve turns around and is not looking, and he just throws a haymaker. Well, he throws a haymaker with the person that threw the punch at him, but the person that threw the punch at him was one of the dudes from New York's girlfriend. Oh, my God. So he knocks this chick out. Oh, God. She drops, and everybody looks, and they're like, Steve, what the fuck? You just hit a girl. And Steve's like, I'm sorry, I just reacted. and everybody's like, stopped, and we don't know what to do. And all of a sudden, we hear sirens. So we're like, fuck, somebody call the cops. So the cops pull up. The guys from New York are all drunk. They jump in their car and take off. Well, the cops pull up and they're like, what happened? And we're like, well, they punched Mikey. The cops know Mikey. The cops are like, whatever. And then we're like, yeah, but Steve like punched a girl. Are there problems? And the cops went, were they drinking? And we went, yeah. And the cops went, we got it. And they went and they busted him for DUI. So, but it's that rattlesnake reaction of get hit and then you don't even think. And look what happened. He turned around and smacked. That is not the same as what we watch with Dana White. Dana White's was there. Can you pull that clip up one more time? Because you can actually count. There's got to be a second or two before he slaps back. So for me, it seems like that is a guy that has no problem doing that, whereas I would have a problem. I would hesitate. I'd like to think that you would hesitate too.
Let me say something too. If I was with a girl, if I was married, or there's no, bro, you have to really. And bro, you're Dana White. I mean, he obviously doesn't think that somebody's recording it, but number one, number two, you're out in public. There's cameras.
Have you ever gotten so like, not that you wanted to hit a girl or that you did, but have you ever gotten like to that level with a woman where she would like, you were worried she was gonna hit you?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. Oh, I've had girls swing at me right.
Can you reply? Can you rewind it real quick?
Oh, this is it.
Oh, here it is. Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Hit
Boom.
one. He at least had a second there. For me, that seems like. And did he slap her again?
Hold on. No, go back.
Oh, man, that's a bad look,
this is what I'm seeing.
I like you, buddy.
No, this is what I'm seeing. Watch this. Slap. He hits, and then look. He hits again, and now she's coming back. She's swinging. She grabbed his shirt.
That's a bad look, pal.
How about this? That's your wife? What are you guys doing? That's not it. They have kids, though. And is that. Listen.
Which is even worse, because now the kids might be like, they're looking for Mr. Beast videos, and somehow they Googled it wrong, and they end up on this video. Now they're watching us talk about their parents hitting one another. That's why it sucks. You're right. You know what? Now, this is going to sound weird, but it's going to come full circle. After watching this, I would not broker my own daughter's sex tape. Because now I see, guess what? The kids are going to see that, and they're going to be like, fuck, Dad, why are you hitting Mom? Yeah. So the internet, you're right. It lives on forever. If Dana White could buy his own island and move them all there, they're still going to find out.
You see that? And now, like you said, bro, that lives. That's crazy. That lives forever. Back in the day, if anything happened, it was a story. It was just, hey, did you hear?
Yes.
Like, did you hear about this guy? You're like, that's how all the Wild Wild West, from, who was the guy from the Tombstone?
Billy West. No,
all
that's not
those
the right
stories,
guy.
all those incidents, all of history, everything's history. That's
Yeah.
when they say, man, it's ancient history. Like, we forgot about it. There's no ancient history when it comes to
When I was a kid, you could move to another town and everything would get forgotten. Like it was like hitting reset on your N64.
Yeah.
You could move to a new town and nobody knew who you were. Nobody knew any of the things that happened in that old town. There wasn't an internet or a Facebook or a MySpace where people could go back and find you and find all of your information. These days and age, the internet lives on forever, even if you have a remote island.
Yeah,
so
dude.
Don't broker your daughter's sex tapes.
They're coming. They're coming for you. It's true. So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. If you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.